Hey guys, want to let you know about how much we enjoyed your dinner over there at your house. What an awesome view and the cuisine and that cook. Woo!
Lady, your halibut was amazing. That was so delicious. And you're so lovely. And I want to eat that food again.
Welcome to another episode of Discovering the Last Frontier. On today's episode, we're going to do a how-to video making our absolute favorite dish, and this is collectively our favorite halibut dish, halibut curry. The other really cool part about today is we actually have a gathering of folks tonight. So we're making this dish for some very special guests, including Otto and Charlotte Kilcher. And we're hoping they think this is their favorite halibut dish as well. So really looking forward to having them here. So this morning, we're going to prep the sauce. Then we're going to make a 16-mile boat trip to town, pick up Otto and Charlotte in the Homer Harbor, make our way back, and then we'll complete preparation of the dish for tonight. So I'm going to turn it over to Miss Lainey Janke at this point, who's going to walk you through the halibut curry recipe.
Thanks, Luke. So we are going to get started with the halibut curry, and I really think today we'll make a great one. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is get our vegetables that we've already prepped. We've chopped our onions and our green, red, and I did add today some yellow bell peppers as well. We're going to get that going right away. So I'll get our oil, 2 tablespoons of oil, and get it in our pan. I love cooking with olive oil and gas because it's really easy to regulate. So we're going to have it at about a medium heat. You don't want to burn your vegetables, that's for sure. So here go beautiful vegetables. I like to make sure that it is nice and ready. Looks like it's ready. It looks like a lot of vegetables, which it is, but they will cook down. Trust me, they will cook down. Okay, now we're going to add the garlic, and it is 2 cloves of minced garlic. All right, I'm going to take this over and put it right into the bell peppers. Get that really nice. Use a nice knife to cut it right off in there. All right, we're going to come back and grab the others. Cooking is really an art. And it can be quite beautiful. All right, I like that. And you're going to want to stir it up to get all the flavor mixed in. You hear that nice little sizzle, you know that it's cooking and it's rendering down to get these bell peppers, the onion, and the garlic all combined, and then also nice and soft. You really don't want a tough or crisp bite of any of these vegetables in the curry sauce. You want it to be nice and soft. So we're going to let this cook for about 5 minutes. All right, now we're going to move on to the next pan that's next to me here, and we're going to start making the stock. And even though this is halibut curry, many people will make chicken curry, and we are going to use chicken stock for our halibut curry. So we're going to get this boiling. I use Better Than Bouillon. This has the best flavor in my opinion, and it's nice and kind of like a little slurry as opposed to a bouillon cube. So we're going to need to have this boiling before we add this in, so I'm just going to set this to the side. And in this time, I'm going to continue to tend to my vegetables, and when that boiling is done, I will add in my 2 tablespoons of chicken stock. I'm just going to give it a gentle stir to get it going and to get it going in with the boiling water. All right, we're going to let that render down for just a couple minutes. Once rendered down, we'll add in our wet ingredients. And we're going to add in 14 ounces of coconut milk, great color coming through. Wow. 14-ounce can of diced tomatoes, nice and gentle, so you don't want to spill on yourself. That is hot boiling water. And our final is the tomato puree paste. See how that color is coming in nicely. And this, just like the chicken bouillon, you're going to want to stir it around. Let it simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes. It'll start boiling again, which is just fine. All right, we have our sauce boiling, which means we're ready for our spices. I do want to highlight this golden curry is a fabulous spice to use for this halibut curry dinner. It comes in mild or medium hot. Today we're going to use the mild flavor just because we're not sure that we want it to be too hot for our guests tonight. And out of the box, it comes in little cubes, and you can see they're almost like a little candy bar. I recommend doing about 2 to 3, depending on how flavorful of the curry you would like. You can always add more, it's hard to take away. So I'm gonna start with adding 3 to our pot, simmering pot. And this too will render down, so here's 2 pieces. Looks like candy bar, doesn't it? And I'll get the other one in there. So there's 3. It looks like, watch your temperature. You just don't want anything to scald. There's no reason to overboil this. Moving on to our spices, we will start with our red curry paste. Again, I recommend adding in our 2 tablespoons of red curry paste. It just makes the flavor much more desirable. We'll have our 2 tablespoons of ginger, our 2 tablespoons of curry powder, 1 tablespoon of ground coriander, 1/2 tablespoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Really helps make the flavor delicious. And then we've got our salt and pepper, 1/2 teaspoon each. All right, you've added all of your spices, and now you're going to want to give it a good stir. All right, as this is continuing to simmer, and we don't need it as a boil. Okay, we're at the point where we will add the sauteed peppers and onions to our sauce, nice and carefully. You can see it has the chance to spill up on you if you aren't careful, so just be careful. Look at all that deliciousness going into the sauce. All right, we're working on it here. Gotta make some good boat time, so I'm trying to get this all buttoned up for us today. We'll set this to the side. And the piece de resistance, some additional green coloring, the spinach, about 2 cups. I probably have a little bit more than 2 cups, and that's just the way I cook, but that is up to you. All right, we're gonna let that wilt down. Give it one good stir. I've got the heat down to about a 2 here, just because, again, we don't want it to overboil. And look at this delicious, great coloring in that spinach. This really adds a nice pop. Okay, we're gonna let this simmer down for about 10 minutes or so. We're gonna let it cool off. One of the keys that's so great about doing this ahead of time is that the flavor just sets in. So it's going to be absolutely perfect for when we get back and serve it to our guests, Otto and Charlotte. All right, I think we're getting ready to go, and we will finish the process then. We'll add the halibut, we'll make some rice, and we will have the curry dish of the day.
Hi, nice to meet you. Some friends from Minnesota.
Wow, this is a handsome sailor here.
Yeah, you got that right.
Oh boy.
I'm, yeah,
Look at this.
actually a little
I
bit.
see that. I see that.
How you doing, buddy?
I heard that. I'm so sorry.
See you.
I'm
Thanks for coming.
so grateful that I'm not.
Look all cleaned up. Yeah.
Today's sponsor, Bear Cove Retreat. Let Bear Cove Retreat be your guide as you embark upon your dream Alaskan coastal adventure. Their off-the-grid, all-inclusive retreat is the perfect option for folks seeking a journey with unique experiences in a serene setting. Visit www.bearcoveretreat.com for more details.
Well, hey, we are back at the Cove, and we are ready now to take the second step, final step to our halibut curry. Our friends are here, Charlotte and Otto, along with Sean and April. And we are ready to get the halibut into the oven. All right, we got it at 350. We're gonna put both of these in for about 10 to 12 minutes. You do not wanna overcook your halibut because it will get too rubbery. That's not a good fillet if you do that. So let's go. And now we're ready for the rice. Rice is going in the boiling water. We've got about 4 cups of rice here for a group of, I think there's 8 of us here today. And into the boiling water. Carefully, please. We don't want you to hurt yourself. There we go. And I got my, take your spoon and stir it up so that you get it all mixed around there. All right, you're gonna let it do its magic. We're gonna cover it and let it cook for about 8 to 10 minutes. I'll check it. Make sure it's going all right. Turn down just a little bit. Now I'm going to stir up the deliciousness here. All right, no halibut in here yet, but it will be loving this bath of delicious curry sauce. All right, we're gonna be ready to party soon, so stay tuned. Here we go. We're ready to take the halibut out of the oven. And we've got some bread in there right now, so if it looks a little crowded, that's why. They need some partnership there. Look at this halibut. It's just delicious. Oh my gosh. All right, we are ready to plate, and we have 1 cup of jasmine rice. I do recommend jasmine rice because it is beautifully set and nicely sticky and just delicious. All right, and we are going to take the curry sauce and we are going to drizzle it nicely over the rice so it looks just beautiful. Look at that, it is just gorgeous. And then we're going to take that piece of halibut and ever so delicately, because they are flaky and they can definitely break. So we're going to set it to the side and we will add some more curry sauce. Sometimes people use bowls because you can see it gets very juicy. But we do prefer a plate because it just looks so beautiful. And we've got a little side of asparagus. We've got our bread cooking. We'll get that on the table and we'll be ready to eat. Bon appetit.
Not only am I excited for today's fabulous meal of halibut curry, but I'm excited because of the guests that we have with us. So, Lainey, time for a toast.
Here we go. All right, here is a toast to friends and celebrating the summer solstice that was yesterday, a gathering to feast on wonderful food, company, and great times. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's some kind of good food Lenny put together, huh?
I know that halibut was amazing.
Oh, like, And you know, the presentation.
Yeah.
Just love the way the little green and the colors, and she does such an incredible job.
I know the flavors of that, the vegetables, and that was just such a great way to have halibut.
And the scenery.
The scenery, I know, what a spot. Yeah, scenery and the taste, and then Lainey's so sweet, and just listening to her talk about the recipe was amazing in itself.
I mean, who wouldn't want to eat Laney's food at Laney's table with Lucas and Roxy and Troy?
I know, what a fun time. Such good food. Way to go, Lainey. That was such a delicious way to cook halibut.
Can't wait to go back.
Thanks, guys.
And don't forget, if you like the content, please subscribe. And also, don't be afraid to go over to Otto's channel and check it out. Let's all be friends.
Let's all have fun.
All right.